Let's go back to the northwest now, where the provincial transport department and other stakeholders have cautioned service providers in the scholar transport sector that their contracts will be terminated if they fail to meet their contractual obligations. For more on the story, we cross live now back to Itumeleng Kgajane. Itumeleng, welcome once again. You're in a different setting now. What's happening where you are?
Good morning once again, Desiree. Indeed, we're in a different setting now. We are currently at the Itumeleng Combined School here in Christiana. It's about 10 kilometers from where we did our first crossing. The first crossing was done at the residential areas of those learners. Now we are at the school because parents say they wanted to get answers from the school and the school governing body, as well as from the government side, as to what is happening, what has led to the situation where learners got stranded after having been exposed to a situation where the buses that were ferrying them to school were not roadworthy or were unroadworthy, and the discs on them had expired 2018 and 2019. But let's hear more from the parents as to what they're doing here or what their view is with regards to what's happening here. Mama, re ne maikutlo a gago wena jaaka motsadi o tla re bolela leina la gago gore lo ikutlwa jang ebile gore ne le kwano gone jana.
Papa, ke a go leboga ka tšhono e nnang yone, ke a le dumedisa. Pelo ka e botlhoko thata es re le batsadi re le mo nna ke ipotsa gore ya ka re le mo re tlile yana because of bana ba sa kgone go tla sekolong. Santla after accident ga ise re utlwi sepe le no ga ise go diragale sepe. The next day, Santla se ke batlang go se itse matrafiki ha ba kgona go emisa koloi mutukare o tsang batho ba le for why matrafiki ba sa bone bese e tshwere maphelo a bana ba rona ba ba ntsi jana. Matrafika they allowed gore bese e fete hela and bese e phela e staka. Why matrafiki ba sa bona ntho ewa? Ke itumela reolo because wa accepta for o phosho mare ba gaitho phosho. What if bana ba rona nkabe ba shwile ba le bantsiana? Point number 2, jaaka motsadi next day tu ba dirile plane ya di-taxi di overtake di lorry, bana ba sentse ba le mo troming le rona ba gola. If like no ke feel e ka re nka lela wena o le motsadi o fila o le mo kgatelong ya selelo. What if ngwana gago so ke fila gore mo lefelong la Christiana re mo abusing. So re kopa gore government e re agele skolo re na le pleke ku Christiana for bana ba rona ba drive 10 km away from mo go rona ga re phele sentle le rona jaaka batsadi.
So she's indicating there, Desiree, that they would want for government to build a school closer to their places of residence in Christiana, which is about 10 kilometers from this school of Itumeleng. Now, she's also asking as to how did it come to a point where the traffic officers on the road did not pick up that the license discs of the buses ferrying their children to school had expired. And then after following the accident on Monday between the two buses which were supposed to take their children to school, the service provider secured services of minibus taxis. Now she's also asking as to whether that was a wise or smart decision to make, because according to her, children were still traumatized, and the manner in which the minibus taxis were driving, she did not like for that to have happened. But let's bring in another resident of Christiana. My brother, we are seeing this situation unfolding here in Christiana. What is your view, and what kind of action would you like to see stakeholders taking?
Thank you very much. We came to Itumeleng Combined School, in fact Itumeleng Combined School, believing the accident of our children to be the most burning issue. Up until we have met the principal of the school, with his arrogance, because we believe if the head of the school cannot respond to the complaints of the community, then we are not having someone who is competent for that position, because we believe we cannot talk of the rotten fish but exclude its head, because we believe that the fish rots from its head. So we are surprised that the principal of Itumeleng Combined School cannot give answers that our parents are looking for. From now going forward, we are expecting the intervention from national, because we have seen, it's evident that our region and our province are not helping us. Therefore, we are asking the minister to ascend to his place, in fact to descend to his place and to try and solve our problems, because we see there's no one around who is able to solve our problems. And in my conclusion, my brother, we are going to focus in four most important points. First point, we want to remove the principal, because he is not taking responsibility like he should. Secondly, we want to disband the SGB, because we do not see any one of them in these troubled times. Thirdly, we want to cut ties with the contractor who came with the buses that are not roadworthy. Therefore, that are only things that we are looking for. We are pleading that we get assisted with such issues. Yes.
Thank you very much, my brother. Desiree, as he indicates there that they would also want to have the contract of the service provider being terminated. We spoke with the service provider, and he indicated there, or rather acknowledged that one of the buses was actually not roadworthy, and he's really not able to give clear answers as to why he decided to use that bus on that particular day. But let's bring in another resident here. Children are complaining that there's overloading and the buses are not roadworthy. And this seemingly has been taking place for quite a long time. Why have you as parents not been raising this issue? Have you been raising it, and to whom?
Ka lena ke bonolo moatlhodi a kre mo sekolong ha go simolwa go nna le dilo go na le selo se se bidiwang SGB ke yone emelang batsadi go le yana no yana ga re bone ope wa SGB ga re itse go iragalang bana ba kreile accident before bana ba kry accident ga le go nna le bothata ka di transport e staka bana ba tsamaya ka dinao go tswa bo Canada bo khakaleng ba Canada ba allocation ha gona mogolo o tlileng go ha gona opa SGB o tlileng go complaina fa na ga re tla yana re le bagolo re tla mo sekolong re tla go itse gore bothata ke eng ha re tsena re kopana le re principal Mokgosi o ha re bua le ene o tsamaya o bua le gona ka lenyatso go ga re itse go wa re nyatsa ka go ga se motho o tswa mo o wa re nyatsa ka go gana ngwana mo sekolong ha re itse re gwala ene wa tla ha o tlo re bolela gore dio tsa gage di motseleng transport e wane yone ke yone e wa ya spare e betseng go ga tse ding di staka e be ke yone se motseleng me ga se nnete gona re di bone di diski tse le mo selong di kwetse 2019 le 2018 gona re tlhoka dikarabo ba ga itse re kopa thuso.
Okay, so she's indicating there, Desiree, that the blame must also be put on the doorstep of the school governing body, because they are not here to try and find answers as to why we are in this situation currently. And she's indicating that this has been happening for quite some time. They've been complaining about the buses that get stuck and children having to walk for long distances to get to their places of residence. So from us here in the Northwest Province, Desiree, is back to you in studio.